Peace and greetings to you all. How y'all doing, millionaires out there? Hope all is well. Anthony coming to you live in effect, and I wanted to talk about the metaphysical side of FinTech. Yes, I said it, the metaphysics of the FinTech. Okay, so today I want to just kind of touch on some points. It won't be a long sermon, but I did want us to realize that it is, a spiritual side to this fintech that what we're calling it. All right. So I kind of want to just help bridge the gap, right? Just like I'm always trying to bridge the gap between personal development and ancient methods and spirituality and entrepreneurship, right? Those type of things. So I just want to kind of cover some of those things because I see where they merge and the creation of it, why it makes sense. And I'm going to start with this point right here. All right. So, fintech is short for financial technology, right? We know that it's a spiritual side of wealth before it's a physical side of wealth, right? We know that in technology, it's a spiritual side of technology before it's a physical side to technology, right? So when it comes to the financial part of fintech, right? We know that spiritually, we know wealth is a spirit. We know wealth is energy and currency. We know wealth is water and movement, right? But then we use physical, currency. We use, cowrie shells. We use, crypto. We use dollar bills, okay, or what have you, right? Same thing with technology. We know it was a need for it before it was physically created, and we saw that emanation in our head, right? Or that spiritual being brought that need, from the need that we needed that technology, a car, a computer, right? All that stuff. So we have to realize that it is, it is a need when things like this are created. Now, let's talk about divination. A lot of you might not be familiar with this term, but let's basically look at divination like readings, right? You people should be very familiar with this by now. It's 2022, right? So even if you never had one, even if you don't believe in it and just think it's just total blasphemy, well, you have to understand that this concept of fintech, right, is really based out of the concept of divination. And I'm going to tell you how, right? That's why I'm such a supporter in it, because it makes sense physically and spiritually, right? So if you think about divination, let's just touch on this point for a brief moment, right? Divination is the science of knowledge. It's the tool and study of knowing. If you want to know something, you use a divination. We use whatever type of style, whether it's E5 mostly, right, or a few other methods. Let's just say E5 divination. Okay, we use E5 divination to know who we are, to know why we come to Earth, what's our destiny, what are we gonna here to do, what are some things we should and shouldn't do along this life journey, right? That's all a divination is, which makes sense because we wouldn't come to this planet with no type of knowledge about ourselves. Do you know what I mean? Do you think that we were created and born and had no knowledge around our life and destiny and our existence and our total incarnation? No, we have many light years of knowledge inside of us and encoded into us, light coded into us, in our DNA, into our subconscious, right? So therefore, divination itself has upgraded, right? And I know for a fact others have done it, but I know I've got that upgrade download, right? Why? Because most of you who are familiar know that I use the turtle shells to perform divination, and it's a complete compile of several different systems. You can do several different systems using this type of method, right? Now think about that. Now it's the same with fintech, right? It's a merge. So you can come to me, get a divination reading, right? And it's gonna tell you, like, should you go down this path, this path, this path, or that path? Do you have this power, this power, this power, this power, right? It's the destiny, this. So it gives you a total circumference of your energy, your life path. You see what I'm saying? With one divination, that has something that's upgraded. Is not just shuffling cards and that's it. No, it's way more than that now. It's the art form has developed and upgraded spiritually. You see what I'm saying? So now that we know so much more information and there's so much new information, then our divination system has to what? Evolve. Same thing with FinTech. FinTech is actually using the concept of African divination systems for financial technology. Yes, I said it. Why? Because what is FinTech? It's financial technology, it's automation. You can, again, watch my videos, look at what we're doing with our company, right? We are providing financial solutions for consumers and small businesses, okay? Now, so with this fintech, again, if you need business funding, if you need any type of funding, you can go through our process, through our portal, right? Through our application, right? Which is a what? A divination. It's an artificial intelligence divination where people, the lenders, they all put together, the behind the scenes on a platform. So you got the money and the technology combined. You see what I'm saying? To make one perfect smooth system for what? All this new funding, all these new businesses, right? All these new types of ways of doing business, right? And it's changing the world. So fintech is actually based off the African concept of divination. So that's why it makes sense. That's why you should use it because who wants to actually apply to 50 different companies for funding, right? That would be a long time to do. Some of them gonna deny you. Some of them gonna give you offers. Now, even if you get 20 offers, you still gonna be like, well, dang, which one I'm gonna use? FinTech is gonna crunch down all those numbers, crunch down on all the information, and give you out the best one. Same thing with the divination system. It's gonna weed out all the little idiosyncrasies, right? And it's gonna give you the best report. It's a divination system. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that. I'll probably get more deeper into that over time, but I did just want to go ahead and do a brief video and say spirituality and entrepreneurship. And like I said, it's a metaphysical side to this fintech. And that's why, the industry leaders, and people who are in this technology space realize that. You know what I mean? Because I thought of that concept when the pandemic first hit. I was like, man, I need an app to where I can just go ahead and get all my clients, all your application fees, just go through one portal. Every time a new funding comes up, I might as well just send it through that. I was on the verge of doing that. Then what happened? Bing! The industry had already had it covered because it makes sense. Because if we have thought clouds and those thought clouds connect us, right? And those thought clouds are needs. You know what I mean? They're needs of what we're trying to do in our society. So especially when you're in a position like myself, looking as an overseer, right, of society based off my skill, my practice, and position, then it just makes sense. So I hope this message finds you well. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Again, get your full divination from me, Olaf Family Oracle. Please get your fintech business funded through us, Nove Money Financial Services, and talk to you soon. Peace.